Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to an edition live. How's everybody doing? Who is in the chat today? I see my lovely B. What's up, B? How you doing, girl? How's everyone going? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? Listen, we have a lot to talk about, and I know we got to get it out before Potomac comes on. By the way, right? Let's see. What's up, Alexandria? Socks, hey, what's going on? Alicia, what are y'all talking about? So listen, what are we talking about? Hey, what's up, Kimmy? What's going on? We have to get into the news today because there is so much to talk about. Woo! Where do we want to start off? Did y'all read the script? Okay, first of all, before we start this chat, I'm holding y'all hostage. I want to know why nobody's been watching Makeup and Mess. For all you guys that are watching it, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But for you guys sitting here watching it live, but you don't have time to watch me apply my eyeshadow and my eyeliner, I want to know why. I'm gonna sit here and I'm not saying one goddamn joke until y'all make Makeup and Mess a hit. I know you have it in you. Literally, what do I need to do? Do I need to do the Simon Gabadia tutorial? I need to do the ashy skin and elbows, the ashy knees, ankles, and toes with the Uncle Flip Flop tutorial. Is that what y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to do a tutorial on how to rub myself up with chalk, put on some ill-fitting shorts, a t-shirt 2 sizes too small, and hold a cigar in my hands? Is that what I had to do for Makeup and Mess to get y'all to make that a hit? Fine, I'll do it. What's up, Kimberly? Hey, Diamond. Thank you, guys. That's what y'all want me to do. Y'all want me to do the Makeup and Mess Simon Gabadia edition. You know what, babe? Hand me some chalk. Hold on. Let me ass shut my elbows. Hand me some chalk, babe. We're going to do the Simon Gabadia edition. What's up, Jessica T, please? What's going on? Hey, Tosh. Hey, Joanne. Okay, so listen. Oh, thank you. Yes. Just dress up in a suit. Y'all, can we talk about Simon for a minute? Because we will, right? So first of all, listen, I have to let you guys know, once I busted down Simon's little dream world, and Simon, I know you're in this live because you watch everything I do. You need to be concerned about Portia, right? But once I broke and tore apart Simon's fake life, right? I did a mic drop because I know people are coming back. I think even one person is like a bodyguard that worked for him one time, commenting on my Instagram, like, y'all need to leave him alone. He's a good man. Ooh, didn't you see he just posted a picture with the mayor of Atlanta? He just did this. He just did that. Y'all, let's break this down real quick, right? Because I like to do my light work early. Then we're going to talk about Kim Behrman. And this is the scam edition of Trap House Talks, the scammer edition. We talk about Mark trying to scam Kenya, right? We talk about, let me put this banner up in case any of you guys want to, there we go. We talking about Mark. We're talking about Kenya's divorce. We're talking about, what's her name? Kim KKK Behrman and how she's doing like these weird spiritual scams. We're talking about Dr. Dre and how he's trash. We're talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and what a liar Erica is and why I think that they are all lying, right? And then we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Tatanka. Shout out to Funky Geneva a little bit more. And then who else are we talking about? I forgot my own damn screenshot. Hold on, you guys. There was one other person in there. Oh, how could I forget? We're talking about scamming, aka Mr. Peter Thomas too. And why scamming? I see what Fallon was talking about in the interview about Simon. He doesn't have it all together. He actually can't even tell who's playing him and who's not. And he's so desperate to sit at the cool kids table. It's like even that video he posted with Peter. Do you realize Peter was playing you? But also it seemed like they were both doing something a little shady. We're going to talk about that in a second. But first, right? The first thing we're going to talk about is Simon and his goddamn waist trainer, y'all. And I want you to know that since I've been on Simon's ass, right? I dropped my mic because I was like, I exposed him to be a faker. I exposed him to be a liar. I exposed everything he said. He hasn't paid the $75K and he took the post down. I said, all right, typical narc behavior, liar, gotcha, right? So what happened after that, right? he started posting a few pictures of him leaning on a boat, few pictures claiming that house in Costa Rica is his with no evidence, right? Because that's the thing about Simon. He never actually comes with evidence to prove that it's his. All he says is, I would like to pay. You said you were going to pay $75K and you took the post down and didn't pay anybody shit. Do you only an idiot, a fool, a dummy would ever let themselves, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. Now you got a new scam with the Costa Rica house, but you're not showing anything to show that you own it. You're just saying that you got 10,000 and a trip to Costa Rica for anybody can do it. That's typical, in my opinion, narc behavior when they try to get you in a loop so you forget that they're moving the goalpost. I thought the goalpost was to prove that you and Portia weren't cheating on Fallon. I thought the goalpost was to prove you weren't cheating on your wife. I thought the goalpost was to prove that you had multiple properties around the world. Hey, Rim, thank you very much, right? I thought that you were trying to prove you have multiple properties around the world. And now you've moved everything back and you're literally just trying to prove that the place in Costa Rica isn't an Airbnb and you own it. But if you own it, drop the fucking title, drop the MLS, drop the property thing. If you own it, you don't need to prove anything. But the thing is, anyway, let's move on, right? Let's talk about Simon in a Shade Room post. True to your point, Princess Peace, Simon did pay the Shade Room to post that. For those of you guys that don't know, the Shade Room will post a post in a non-busy thing, I think for as little as $1,500, maybe a little bit more, depending on what time it is. But for a minimum of $1,500, you too can get a post on the Shade Room. You too for a minimum $1,500. Now, they might have increased their prices to $2,000 or $2,500, but the Shade Room does pay for posts. He did pay. Let's talk about the picture. First of all, hold on, because I know y'all think I be on Simon's Instagram, but I don't. Honestly, you guys actually send me clips and stuff, and I laugh my ass off. But since I'm in the season for giving, hold on, guys. Let's do this, right? Let's take a look at Mr. Gabodia's page. First of all, why him and Miss Diane look like they're an actual couple? Second of all, look at the way this girl over here is looking at goddamn Simon. She is all of us. Third of all, I'm really sick of the activism. I know everybody's like, you don't question somebody's activism, but fuck that. Black Lives Matter marches are over. Nobody's in jail. I will question it. This is sick. This is sick, especially coming from Scammon, because when has he ever been involved in Black Lives Matter African-American shit? Besides shading descendants of enslaved people that he does on a lot of his Instagram posts, besides cozying up to Tiffany Trump and low-key sounding like a Trump supporter, when has he ever gave a damn about African-American issues? I'm not talking about Nigerian-American, but let's just say even Nigerian-American issues, right? But maybe he does, I don't know. When it comes to African-American issues, all he ever does is shade African-American people. That's all he ever does in his posts. I choose to align myself with people, so Black people aren't this. All he does is shade. He doesn't identify as African-American. He is proud Nigerian-American. Actually, I don't think he's proud Nigerian American. He should be, because that's the best thing about him being Nigerian. But he literally just showed up for a photo shoot. You were not involved in Black Lives Matter. You were not involved in a protest. You were not down for the cause. You were not down for the struggle. You didn't even do a blackout square on your Instagram feed. All you did was clap when Biden was elected. That's it. That's it. And now you're showing up saying, I am a man, looking like PJ drew this damn thing. I am a man. Listen, I am a man and misfit. Look at this. Look at this with his girl. He should be with Miss Diane, but low-key, he looked a little bit too old for her. But listen, I also think it's sick that they are commodifying activism. So this can be part of their show. If you guys don't know, Portia's new show, they're kind of trying to make it to be like a new family hustle, right? Portia's trying to make the show a new family hustle. It's supposed to be the family show, the feel-good show. That's why Simon's finally taking care of his kids. That's why he has his kids around him, because he needs to be a father. Portia's a mother, and they're going to be like the Brady Bunch, and they're going to be involved in activism and this and that. It's going to be navigating things. It's going to be kind of really cute like the family hustle. But like the family hustle, we see what happened to the stars of that. So I don't know. But let's take it back to what I was saying. Here's Simon, right? With, I don't know if Portia photoshopped the picture, or I don't know if he's wearing like a men waist trainer, because they do have waist trainers for men, but he's doing one of those guys. Let's take a poll. What do y'all think it is? Do you think it's Photoshop? Because you know his Portia Williams does Photoshop at the wazoo, right? And I'm thinking it's Photoshop because his face doesn't look quite as wrinkly. Now, remember before when he went too far on the Photoshop and he looked like a Hershey Kiss? Now he just looks like, I don't know, the California Raisin guy, right? Or the person from, remember the Proud Family when they went to that crazy doctor's island and it was run by Peanuts? Y'all remember that? The Peanut people from that Proud Family. What was it? Peanut Island or something like that? Yeah, right? This is what he's doing. So let's take a poll, right? Waist trainer. Piscean said it's a waist trainer. Is it a waist trainer? Because here's the thing, right? Here is the thing. Simon said apparently Portia's grandparents visited Nigeria 50 years ago. Wow. Did they? Maybe y'all related. I don't know. But let's get back into this, right? You cannot post a picture like this with his gut hanging out, going on this boxing bag slow as that. He literally posted looking for a sparring partner to take the place of this punching bag. Any takers? Haters preferred. Peepaw, stick a move. What is you talk about, Peepaw? Like, do you think somebody's gonna sit there and look at this? And he got his assistant taping him in the background. How much did he pay for that? A kiwi strawberry snap and a pack of Newports? Take his picture. But my point is, right? Look at this gut. Look at the body. Look at the bill. Also, Simon, I think I could take Simon. Look how slow he's moving. Ooh, scared, right? But my whole point about this is you see his stomach area, right? Right. Thank you for the real, the live. Somebody needs to tell him that when you are Insta honey and you are photoshopping, you need to always check your angles. Tighten up, Simon. Tighten up. Literally, check your angles. You can't post like a thirst trap and then look like you just fell off a donut island. Look at this. Now look at this. Simon, you mean to tell whose body did you face shop yourself on? Who? Now let's get into, right? Hold on. Kimmy just sent me a photo. Kimmy, thank you, girl. Kimmy just sent me a photo. Y'all, we've cracked. Yo, shout out to Kimmy. Follow her on Instagram. She just sent me a photo. We have solved the case of whether it is a waist trainer or Photoshop. For all of you guys that said waist trainer, you owe Kimmy Kemi, you owe Kimmy some money because here we are. It is Photoshop. Look at that. The walls are buckling. The lines ain't straight. Yo. Simon photoshopped his waist slim. Yo. Simon, the terribly wealthy, middle class, poor, working class man that is Simon Gabodia, literally photoshopped his waist in a tuxedo while he was throwing a thirst trap. Y'all, if you don't take your phone away from your people, tell your people that you cannot do. What is going on, right? What is going on? Kimmy, shout out to Kimmy, the real OG. Kimmy, shout out to Kimmy. Yo. Okay, so she cracked the mystery. Okay, now let's get into the Shade Room post, right? Because this is actually really important. And by really important, I mean it's just something we like to fuck around and talk about, right? Hold on, let's go to the Shade Room. The Shade Room. For his post that he paid for. Where is it? Did they take it down? They might have taken it down because that's the thing with the show. Oh, here we go. They didn't take it down. All right, here we go. Simon Gabodi is sliding in with a mirror selfie. So we got the Photoshop, right? You got the waves going the Photoshop. He airbrushed his skin because you know his skin looks like Rocky Road ice cream, right? He got a creepy smile. That's it, right? So he's feeling good. He's looking good. For those of you guys that don't know about the shade room, of course you can buy that. Now, somebody tell him it's not a good look to have completely empty closets because I don't know if you're terribly fabulously wealthy. Like, can't you stop by Burlington Coat Factory or Men's Warehouse and fill that up with $9.99 shirts? I mean, come on, get it together. Get it together. But here's the whole point about the thing. For those of you guys that don't know, because a lot of you guys were inboxing like, see, I told you Simon had money. He's posing with the mayor of Atlanta. This, that, and the third. Y'all, I know you guys know it, but I'm just going to put this out there for people because obviously you guys have never done anything or been anywhere. It's called a political fundraiser. A lot of people I know actually said they were even invited. The political fundraisers are sometimes it's 150 a plate, sometimes it's 250 a plate, sometimes it's 500 a plate, sometimes it's 5,000 or 25,000 a plate. With the mayor of Atlanta, it was actually, I don't know the exact price, but I know it wasn't over $500 for a ticket to attend. All you had to do was make a campaign donation. That's if you weren't invited, and you would get a picture with the mayor of Atlanta. It really is like, remember when you were little and you wanted to go see Lizzie McGuire or Hannah Montana at Barnes and Nobles, and then they would come and it would be like, come take a picture, and you're like, and then they move you out the way and the next person comes. That's exactly what he went to. How do we know? Well, there's a few things, right? For one, for one, there's this. Now look at the two faces. Here's Simon, so proud because he needs to post this to the dum-dums that actually think he has something. And here's the mayor of Atlanta looking like, who the hell is this? All right, smile. They don't even know each other. And why did he post that, y'all? Why did he post that? Because you guys, I did a little digging and I really was like, damn, I really, really, really like okay, that's a little bit too much, but let's do okay. So Portia's ex Dennis, right? Work, win, celebrate. Which Dennis has this thing called All Star Kids. It's odd that Portia's not because Pilar's actually in it, right? So I guess they're not on the coolest terms. But I will say that Dennis posted a while back when he went to one of the mayor of Atlanta's fundraisers. But the thing was, Dennis wasn't fronting like he was like best friends with the mayor, because Simon's the one that needs to create a fake image, like he's good friends with the mayor, or he's a mover and shaker in Atlanta, or is even involved in Atlanta politics in any way, shape, or form. The closest you have come to being involved in Atlanta's politics is seducing and sleeping with Hosea Williams' granddaughter, which is Miss Portia Williams, right? Now he posted that, but he just posted him with his new girl on that. Y'all remember that picture, right? In the meantime, Dennis's hot dog kingdom, I know I clown it, but those hot dog factories are making money. There's one in Philly. I actually want to take a trip down to Philly and go get one. His hot dog kingdom is expanding, and he even has Nyack cognac, right? Nyack cognac was named one of the top one fastest growing cognac brand in America. Now, here's the funny thing about Dennis. The difference between Dennis and the difference between Simon. Dennis actually has real businesses. Dennis's businesses are expanding. Dennis actually posts pictures with his real business partners. Dennis does not keep secret investments, secret lives, secret businesses. Dennis has a whole team behind you. I know Portia thought she was making the come up by jumping away from Dennis. And I'm not saying Dennis treated her any better than Simon, but I am saying that Dennis is better than Simon because Dennis actually is an entrepreneur. He actually does have money. He's not trying to fake to be a multimillionaire, right? He actually does have some money and he is building his kingdom. By the time he's Simon's age, Dennis is going to be who Simon pretends to be right now, right? Like Simon said, he was working a regular 9-to-5 job for 25 years, and it shows, and it shows, and it shows, and it shows, right? But you know what? I think it was all it's like, here was Dennis. Look, here was Dennis at the mayor of Atlanta with his new girl, right? And here he is taking his picture with the mayor of Atlanta. But do you see how with the mayor of Atlanta, Dennis has his arm on him? Dennis actually really knows him a little bit, even though he doesn't have to pretend like he is. Whereas Simon's standing there trying to fake the front. This brings me to my other point, right? Let's take some things from the comments section, right? Oh, thank you, Coco. Oh, thank you, Coco. Let me put Coco's things. Thank you so much, Coco. Let's take some comments from the Peanut Gallery, right? Thank you, Coco. Coco says, hey, mama, love your channel. Keep doing you. Wish you nothing but success. Thank you, Coco. Yeah, but here's the thing. Portia did downgrade her bag with Simon, but she thought she was upgrading. Simon smoke and mirrors. She thought she found a man that had everything, but was also willing to take on Real Housewives of Atlanta. If y'all didn't watch my Makeup and Mess, I talked about the way, if I was Simon, I'd be worried because the IRS is coming for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of OC, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The IRS literally watches those channels. And they literally, again, here's the thing about going on reality TV with the IRS. The IRS actually has your income taxes, right? There's probably like 1,000 Costa Rica, no lie. The IRS has your income taxes. So when they see you up there and you have private jets and you have this and you have that and you're purchasing property overseas and you're doing this, the IRS looks at your income tax and they're like, that's funny. You said you only made 100,000 last year. How the fuck are you doing all that? Right? And that's how they catch people in these tax frauds because they look at the lifestyle you represent. They look at what you actually are claiming, and then they start investigating to be like, why aren't these matching? And usually they're not matching because somebody's lying, somebody's over exaggerating, somebody's hiding, maybe somebody's laundering. There's a lot of things going on. Now, am I saying that's what's going on with Simon Gabadia? I don't know. I just know the receipts aren't matching. I know he operates like a con. We do know what happened to Hush Puppy, right? For everybody being like, oh, Simon's a good man. Just because somebody has a few $1,000s to throw around or spend on you or give you or hire you doesn't mean they have money. Look what happened to Hush Puppy. It was almost $500 million that he's going down for scamming people out. It was either 500 million or 50 million. It was a lot, more than even Simon's fake net worth. Those are the people that, and he was scamming for years and years and years. Y'all think that what a scammer looks like is somebody selling CDs out the trunk of their car or doing this? You guys need to know that, especially when it comes to people with money and investment, there are a lot of people spending to look like they have it so they can get some more. They're just trying to climb to a top of a pyramid. That is fine. But sit there and tell me that's not what's happening, right? Yeah, listen, I'm confused on why people with shady practices agree to be on reality TV. Listen, Dimples, listen, here's the thing, Dimples. When you say shady things, I think that if you were on any other type of reality TV, that will 100% work. You get away with it. But when you're on Real Housewives, where they encourage you to literally push a lifestyle of wealth out, and you have to show how you're balling, that particularly attracts the IRS. You know, it particularly protects the IRS. Hold on, guys. Follow me on Instagram, by the way, TisaTellss, if y'all don't know. Let me go. Somebody just sent me a message. Is it my girl? Genius. Sorry, babe. I am going to mod you. Y'all, I also want to tell everybody, I'm so sorry about running behind on adding people as moderators. And also the people I'm going to give a shout out about their YouTube and their business. You know, Moir Candles, MOIR Candles, and of course Lily, the red lipstick hustler. But everybody else is, oh, and also Taste by Amika. She has a great blog. I follow them. You guys can just go. And Keys with Vicky. Yes. But there's a bunch of other people that I actually need to shout out. I'm just running behind because of my vacations and things are getting modified because there's like forest fires in Italy, in Greece, really bad forest fires, and in Turkey. So everything's getting modified to work around. And tragically, also, I don't mean to sound like so selfish. Tragically, also, a lot of people were forced to evacuate, residents and tourists, but a lot of houses are lost and they're starting to lose a lot of human life too. So things are bad over in Greece, Italy, and Turkey. I'm really, really, really hoping hoping things clear up. Not just so I can finish my vacation. I'm just joking. Not just so I can finish my vacation. I'm being stupid, but also because yeah, I want everybody to be okay. Now that we've had that very special message and Sydney Walwish is out, let's get back to the mess, shall we? Let's get back to the mess. Now, this is what I wanted to show y'all. Also, you guys, it's 395 people in here. Hit the like button. Come on, hit the like button. Hit the like button and tap me in. Tap in. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Where's the shade room? The shade room had a video, and this is getting back because I know y'all say I never talk about my topics on the thumbnail, right? The shade room had a video of Peter Thomas and Simon Gabodia, aka Peter Thomas 2, claiming his throne. Where is that video? Now I want y'all to pay attention to this video because we need to talk about how goddamn clueless Simon is. Hold on.
What are we doing? Man, all kinds of trouble.
Man, all kinds of trouble. I'm kicking my you.
Yo, I don't have smoke. I don't have nowhere near the fire to smoke he does right now. Crazy. You lay the ground rules. Okay?
You lay the ground rules.
How to protect yourself. Yeah,
I had to protect
this is what I'm
yourself.
doing right now.
He sounds like an Ewok, right?
This is real. Good man right here.
Good man.
Here we go. I'm happy to meet him. Yo, in the next year, his life is going to be great. I love my life just like you love your life, right? Here we go, baby. Here we go. That's it. Everybody else. That's right. Everybody else.
Okay, so yeah. So Portia posted under that, Simon! And Nene put eyes on that. Okay, first of all, let's dissect this video, right? Because Simon, I almost don't want to help him because I feel like he doesn't know when people are playing him. First of all, it sounded like Simon and Peter were up to no good, where he's like, I'm hanging out with you. We're having fun, right? But also with Simon and his Bert and Ernie, I'm hanging out with you, man. You and Peter Thomas too. He didn't even realize that Peter was playing him. Peter said, yo, I didn't get half the smoke you did last year. And he's like, no, I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to sound like a damn groupie, right? And Peter was just like, he's like, no, because you like to put camera for protecting yourself. And Peter was like, yeah, just like I'm doing right now. He doesn't even want to be associated with Simon, but he was doing it low key. And Simon didn't even realize Peter's playing you. He's calling you a goddamn mess. He's saying, I may have been a mess, but you're a hot mess. Keep that shit over there. And then laughing, being like, yo, your life about to be torn apart for the last year. And Simon just drunk off his ass like, yeah, I'm like you, man. I'm sorry. I'm like you, man. I'm like you, man. Anyway, that's what's going on with the Simon and the Peter thing. Listen, I'm just saying. Listen, I know, and every time I'm like, you know what? I'm moving on from Simon because he's boring. Then he does something stupid that makes me realize, yo, Simon, like, he really, really wants to be accepted. He really, really wants to be accepted. And usually when somebody really, really wants to be accepted, I'm the first person that's just like, well, come on, come into the fold. But it's weird because he wants to be accepted, but he wants to be accepted from a position of power and supremacy. He wants to be accepted in the way that he wants everybody to bow down and kiss his feet. He wants to be accepted in the way that he wants to be able to look down on people and make people feel small. I'm not down for that shit. I'm the most, yo, come on, join the party. Everybody's accepted. You do you, whatever. But not when you want to be accepted just so you can lord over people. He has like a really, 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 really personality complex. All right. Simon's the guy in the high school that's always like, give me a hug, right? Simon's the guy. Simon really wants to get all Portia's friends on. Yo, B, that's an important thing to think about. Also, that's what narcissists do. His ex-wife alluded to a couple of his ex-wives in the videos on YouTube alluded to him having narcissistic traits and being a narcissist. Narcissists love to make friends with all your friends. So people think that they are the best person. And then when they break up, they can bring all the friends with you. Because don't forget the one thing narcs do: when you're sitting there saying something about your friends, frustrated with your friends, talking about your friends, your narc will come back and try to create distance and space, triangulation, so that all things flow to them, right? Yeah. Peter, listen, that might be why Portia was saying Simon, because, right? Listen, watching them both was cringy, but Peter is not on the level of Simon. He's not. Even when he left Cynthia, he didn't try to trash Cynthia's name. He didn't try to do any of that. Now, I know Peter is problematic, what he said about Black women wearing blonde hair and red lipstick, right? Right? But my whole point of the matter is, yeah. Anyway, listen, y'all saw Simon and his paid for post with the Shade Room. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed his airbrush, his who photoshops their waist to get ready to take a fake picture with the mayor of Atlanta at a fundraiser. And he's doing that with his like little, no neck, just like, okay, Simon, we believe you. You're rich. You bought a house in Costa Rica. You're rich. You're the best father. You just have all these secret investments. And you know what? The joke's going to be in us in 1 to 4 years when you become a billionaire from the SPAC fund that you invested to. What's 0.000 pennies of a billion? Because that's how much Simon Gabody is getting. Not actually, that's too much. That is too much. But Simon and his fake activism, yeah, whatever. Let's move on to the next topic. Y'all, did y'all hear there's 454 people in here. Hit the like button, subscribe, tap in. Don't be sitting here, Simon Gabody and me, with your fake pictures with the Atlanta Mirror, acting like you are rich with your fake things about I'll give $10,000 and I'll give $10,000 in a trip to Costa Rica. For that, did he say round trip? Probably not. And it's the Costa Rica Avenue in goddamn Flint, Michigan, with 10,000 Usher bucks, please. I don't understand people. Once somebody has proven that they are a liar 3 or 4 times, why would you ever go by any other challenges? But again, he's talking to the people that still believe him, not to the people that see the truth. Because I realized also with Simon, because I had so many people inbox me, oh, what about this? Any money, but he's sitting there posting in front of a yacht, a boat to Costa Rica. Okay. I mean, am I a billionaire? Am I a millionaire? And I'm doing the same shit, right? Oh, but why are you saying he doesn't have this? He's shaking hands. I realize a lot of people, for whatever reason, want to believe that Simon Gabody exists. So no matter what you show to show that, like, yeah, that ain't it. Maybe go to Dennis McKinley, right? The people that want to believe he exists, all he has to do is show a picture of him holding a box of Frosted Flakes. And they're like, see, Simon got an endorsement deal with Tony the Tiger. Don't you feel stupid? And I'm just sitting there like, no, I do not feel stupid. Simon does not have a deal with Tony the Tiger. And people are like, you're just jealous. You just want him. You just want to be. All right. Believe what you want. This the people back. Believe what you want. Simon has a deal with Tony the Tiger, right? He has a deal with Tony the Tiger. He has a deal with Facetune for snatching. He has a deal with whatever tuxedo. Knowing a narc is probably Armani or Hugo Boss tuxedo, because that's their go-to brand, right? There you go. Yes, Simon has Usher bucks. Simon has properties on Monopoly. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button while you are in here, right? Listen, it's not going to be really hang on Peter and Paula. They sneaky. It sounded like they were doing something sneaky where he was like, we out here, we in these streets. We in these streets. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me do this right. Oh, did you notice also he broke character? Where was his cigar? Where's the star of the show? Simon, we don't even want to see you without your cigar. He was like, we out here, we in the streets. I'm trying to be like you, man. No, I love your life just like you live your life. And Peter's just like, yeah. Peter was like, yo, this man's life is about to be ripped apart the next year. I'm trying to be like you, man. That's what it was, yo. But anyway, Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I know y'all sending me stuff. Are y'all messaging me things on Instagram? I hope it's more zoom in. Shout out to Kimmy. She came through in a clutch with that zoom in. She said the lines ain't straight. Zoomed in on that shit. Who else is going on? Okay, so listen. Actually, let me give my girl a follow. Hold on. Do am I already? There we go. Okay, so also, who do we have? Okay, let's talk about Mark. It hurts my soul because y'all know I love Kenya. It hurts my soul, right? Um, so Kenya has filed for divorce from Mark again. I was actually watching Kempire Daily. I heard about this through Kempire Daily, then went to Radar Online. Shout out to Kempire Daily for daily and consistent content. Go on to follow him. Half of y'all probably already follow him anyway, but if you don't, go ahead and follow him. He actually has like daily and consistent topic, and he posts 1 million times a day in a good way. I'm actually thinking about starting to post more. Tired me. But whenever a story comes out, he posts like about that story. So anyway, go ahead and follow him, right? I watch his videos. You'll probably like it too. So Mark and it's also on Radar Online. Mark and Kenya, they are divorcing again. No surprise there. But Kenya's the one that refiled for divorce. And get this, Mark is asking for, he wants shared legal custody of Brooklyn. He said Kenya can have the physical custody, Brooklyn can have the legal. For those of you guys that do not have children, or you don't have a baby's mom or dad that are an asshole, you probably don't know this because you guys can co-parent. But what you really, really want is legal custody, even over physical custody of your child. Because when you are an asshole, when somebody has half legal custody, they can make your life a living hell. You got to get their permission for passports, for vaccinations, for certain school trips. Every single decision that a parent can normally make unilaterally, you have to get the other person's permission, and they can be an asshole and stop you, which is Mark's plan, right? But then we also know that, guess what, y'all, Mark wants half of Moore Manor. Mark wants half of Moore Manor. Now, I don't know how long Kenya's been messing with Mark, but when I knew Moore Manor was coming in, Kenya was messing with the other boy. What's his name? I forget his name. Matt. She was messing with Matt. And she was building Moore Manor. She paid in cash. She built it up on her own. Mark actually came to her once Moore Manor was fully furnished. Y'all, he is literally trying to get half her assets. Kenya asked for anything that was acquired after the marriage. Kenya wants that split 50-50, but the assets and also the debt. That was actually pretty smart of Kenya. Okay, Kenya, I'll give you that, right? But Mark wants half of the property, y'all. It's sad, right? It's really, 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 really sad that Mark actually exists. And I love Kenya. And I'm not going to drag her, but God, Mark is like the worst. And I know Kenya's always like, Mark loves me, this and that. I'm not getting into her marriage. It's just like, it's a funny thing. I do think, from what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've witnessed from just people that may know them in common or not, Mark actually does love her. But this goes back to what I said about sometimes you have to ask yourself, is somebody's love good enough? Somebody can love you with 100% of their heart and what they're capable of, but it feels like they don't even love you 5%. Do you see what I'm saying? If somebody can love you with 5% of their heart, and to you it feels like 1,000%. It's like, yes. And this is probably what was so confusing to her. I don't know. I don't want to get in a bit, but I will, because that's what I do, right? But let's just assume we know them, right? Listen, he can claim it was a marital home when he never lived. Listen, here's the funny thing, though. How can he claim it was a marital home when he never lived there? That's a good question, B. But here's the thing. He doesn't really have. I think Mark is trying to become a problem for Kenya. And I think Mark wants Kenya to pay him to go away. I think Mark wants Kenya to give him a lump sum so he abandons the legal custody of Brooklyn, and he abandons the marital home, because I think he's just like, yo, you're going to spend this much on lawyers, right? Which is which is a punk move, right? You're going to spend this much on lawyers, so why don't you pay me to go away? I really do think he's waiting for a price to be paid to go away. Now, again, back to the Mark and Kenya thing. And this is what I see a lot of people when they're locked in toxic relationships, because it confuses them. Wait a second, but I swear they care about me. I know they love me. They do these things. I know it's real. They can't fake. Yes, it is real, but somebody can love you with all their heart and still black both your eyes out. Somebody can love you with all their heart and still treat you like crap. Somebody can love you like all their heart and honor and protect and nurture you. It's not the point. It's not the point of the love. It's the point of what is that person's love worth. Some people's love value is worth their weight in gold, and other people's love value is like a dirty piece of tissue. Throw that shit in the trash. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I actually do think Mark actually is in love with Kenya. I think as much as he's capable of loving. I think as much as he's capable. I have serious doubts about how much Mark is capable of actually truly loving someone. That's my doubts, right? Yeah, I agree. Mark is toxic. He'll only do nice things because he's using that false face just so he can drop the guard down. I agree. But I also agree, and this is just me playing armchair psychologist. I also think that Mark, and hear me out on this, I've said it a bunch of times. I think Mark represents a version of Kenya Moore's mom that psychologically it's a lot for her to walk away from. From what you hear about Kenya and her mom, what she shared with us on TV, again, I don't know Kenya, her family, anything like that. So, like, this is not fact. This is just my opinion, right? From what Kenya shared with us on TV about her mom refused to acknowledge her. Her mom refused to even let her guard down enough to even give Kenya the opportunity to make her mother love her, to show her mother who she truly was. Do you know what I'm saying? Her mom didn't even want to be in the same room with her. There was something wrong with her mom. There has to be, because who doesn't want to be in the same room with their child? I'm being dead serious, right? Mark is a version of her mom, very cold, very emotionally unavailable, very flawed versions of what their love is worth. But unlike Kenya's mom, who would not even be in the same room with her and wouldn't even give her the opportunity to show her that she was worth loving, Mark gives her these crumbs. Mark gives her these glimmers of hope. Mark is basically sits back and he's like, all right, make me love you. Go on. I'll give you a chance. Prove to me that you're worthy of love. Prove to me that you deserve my love. Prove to me. Go on. I'll give you a chance. And Kenya can't resist it because it's that beautiful cocktail of emotional unavailability, cruelty, judgmental, all these issues she had and the way her mom made her feel. I truly believe Mark makes her feel the same way, except Mark keeps giving her opportunities that to get close to him that her mom won't. However, we know, because we're the outside looking in, that it's all game. Mark's not trying to do anything, right? Thank you, Rim. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you, right? Wait, Mark is a Leo. They act that way. Yo, Leos do not act like Mark. Let me tell you something. For anybody that's ever lived in the New York area, Mark is the typical. So New York has like maybe, I don't know, 8 stereotypical archetypes of bleak boys. I don't want to get demonetized. Bleak boys, right? Mark is one version of a bleak boy. He is the New York bleak boy, F boy, for finance. He really is. Finance, and then he went into restaurant, double bleep F boy. The finance F boys and the restaurateur F boys, when they are F boys, they are double F. He is double up. This is the way they act. This is the way they think. He even has a New York culture, right? Listen, he even. Oh, hey, Sandra, I just got your message, babe. Okay, we'll do Wednesday. Everybody, send Sandra some really, really positive energy. She has something really, really big happening tomorrow. We're going to send her all the positive energy that everything comes out so well for her. Everybody, send Sandra some positive energy. Sorry, everybody, I am going to catch up on my texts, emails, whatever. It's just that with all the things going on in the EU, with the fires raging, there's been a lot of trips that had to be rearranged. moved, all this stuff. So I'm a little bit behind on everything. I'm sorry about that. I'm just rerouting my travel plans and it's taking me longer than expected because I'm super picky about hotels. I'll be researching hotels for hours. Like, no. I'll be researching villas. Like, I don't know. I don't like the way that rose bush looked. So it's taking me a long time to reroute travel plans because of all. Yeah, there's fires in Greece. There's fires raging in Italy. There are fires raging everywhere. So, but you know what? I'm going to get better because my New Year's resolution is to stop apologizing. I don't apologize for anything, but I'm just letting you guys know what's happening. But I don't apologize because it's my life and that's what I do. So, yeah, but Sandra, everybody's sending positive energy out to Sandra. Big things coming for her tomorrow. They're all going to be super successful, but we're still sending all the positive energy we can out to you. Okay, now listen, back to what you said, G. Soria. I agree. Mark is a thing. He is a New York finance restaurateur, F-boy. Even the way he tried to make friends with Nene while his wife Kenya is sitting. That's a very New York F-boy thing to do because there's almost and even Todd and them were looking at him like, what is you doing? But that's New York culture when they are F-boys. It's like loyalty to no one. And it's just like, oh, they expect you to be so loyal to them, but they're just like, yo, just because you have a problem with them doesn't mean I can't move and shake with them. Doesn't mean I can't do anything. But anyway, that's what's going on. I didn't know this because Mark was a Leo. I just think, right? Yeah, Mark was always, let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something, right? Maybe it's time for her to step down for now and take care of a bit. What business? Man, listen, Edwina, I love you, but and maybe this isn't what you meant, so I'm not going in on you, but I'm sick of this. Why do women don't have to step away from shit to handle their business? It's a Mark's problem. Mark's the one. I wouldn't step away from shit. You are not going to stop my bag. If anything, if I'm going through a breakup, I actually get more industrious, more profitable because all that energy I can now dump into myself. Anything that I feel like, calling your phone, saying something smart to you, arguing with you. No. I redirect that energy into something more positive. It's just like, why would you ever let a breakup stop your bag? Why would you ever let a breakup literally step away to go handle what business? Be sad on your bed? Man, that shit is dead. Let's see. Kimmy said a Leo. Why does everybody have things about a Leo? I don't know. What do you mean if Baby Brooklyn's a good thing? Yeah, Mark's not on good terms with his own parents. I'm not going to judge him by that because honestly, sometimes people's parents are a mess. But she needs his love. I agree. Mark loves Kenya, but he has an ego problem. Candy and Todd had several dates with Mark and Kenya, and she said that he was in love with. Yeah, I do honestly believe from what everybody said, for what Mark is capable of loving, he loves Kenya. But Kenya can't make him, right? No, Leo's type of man, you have a good day and you think everything is good, and they throw a wrench and try to make you doubt yourself. Oh, really? Really? Leo? You know what? I've never dated a Leo. You was married to a Leo and he acted just like Mark. Really? Oh, Miss Foodies. I'm not an Aquarius, but even if I was, I'm not going to admit it. Is that an Aquarius thing to do? That's a Gemini thing to do because I'm trying to get to 20K. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your sister. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. Tell the heifer you hate to subscribe to me. Oh, really? Dennis was a grinder to D. Well, Detroit people love to hustle. Dear Dana's husband is a Libra, is a very good man, right? Okay, so you listen, hit the like button. Let's go to the next topic, right? What y'all think we're talking about? Yo, can we talk about Dr. Dre and the way he is trash? Do you know that Dr. Dre daughter and grandchildren are homeless right now, living in a car because he stopped helping her 6 months ago. Y'all, and there's a lot of people that's just like, so what? She needs to work. She needs to do this. First of all, you understand how much $1 billion is. I literally was like, do you understand how much $1 billion is? $1 billion. There's a YouTube video where people take grains of sand and they're like, this is $1, this is $1 million, this and that. And when it comes to $1 billion, it's like 20 pounds of 20-pound bags of rice there. $1 billion is so much that literally the interest that your money makes in 1 minute can support her and her family for the whole year. The interest his $1 billion makes in 1 minute can support her whole family for a year easily. That's like $60,000 or $100,000 easily for 1 minute interest. The fact that your dad is worth that much, and because you have beef with the mom, you somehow believe that you do not have a financial or even a moral issue. Why would you want, if I had $1 billion and I had legacy, want anyone that shared my blood to be struggling? Now, I'm not saying I'm going to put them in a Taj Mahal. I'm not close. Like, if there's like somebody I can't stand, okay, fine, I'm not going to put you in a Taj Mahal. But if you share my blood and you are on the street, why would I want anybody to share? I could buy a nation with $1 billion. Why would I ever want anybody to share my blood on the street? It's sick. What are you going to do with this money? You can't take this money with you. Dr. Dre knows he can't take it. He just went through a life-threatening illness. He almost died. And from that, you come out on the other side, almost seeing death, and decide you're going to let your daughter and her children be homeless? When you have $1 billion, we're not talking about someone that's also scratching and surviving. We're not talking about someone you're doing good and they're doing not so good, where you're doing great and they're doing horrible, where you're like, okay, I have enough to take vacations, to be comfortable, but I don't have enough to help you. We're not talking about that. We're talking about $1 billion, y'all. Let's no excuse what. Listen, doctor can easily hook daughter up of home or whatever. Listen, thank you, Sonny, Kimmy. Who cares? He's $1 billion. Take care of your kids. Come on. Exactly. Here's the one funny thing about being a billionaire, as if I'm a billionaire. But when people get a lot of money, it truly lets you be who you are. You know how people say like, oh, money changes people. I don't believe money changes people. I think money lets you be free to be who you are. And also when they're like, oh, when you lose money, it humbles you. I don't think it humbles you. I think it forces you to put that mask on because you need to survive. So you have to be nice. You have to be polite. You have to do whatever because you need to eat off the scraps of somebody. The fact that you have $1 billion, right? Yes. Thank you, Liberia. What's up, Liberia? Thank you, Liberia Rose. The look on his face, I agree, is etched on his face. But you know what? Honestly, the fact that he literally has all that money and won't help, it shows that you like being cruel. You delight in being cruel, and you will do everything in your power, even when it makes no sense, to be cruel. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just sad. No, he's not a good person. He doesn't. Yes, let's not forget he is a woman beater, but I was assuming that he put all that in the past. I know that's unforgivable. I'm not letting him slide, but I was like, let's just assume that like none of that past had happened. You almost died and you're sitting there with your daughter. All right. Okay, what's the jury say? The jury says he's trash. Let's go on to the next subject. I almost forgot a little bit of comedy here because you know we like a little comedy, right? I wonder what Katie's doing on Real Housewives of Potomac. Are they ever going to bring her back? I'm really curious. Hey, what's up, Sean? She's not entitled to the money. She's pushing 40. He's been taking care of her. It's time for her to grow up. Yo, Sean, I listen. Agree to disagree. When you have $1 billion, we're not talking about 100,000. We're not talking about 1 million. We're not talking about 100 million. We're not talking about 100,000 million. We are talking about $1 billion. Who's time to grow up? What? Go up? Work for Wendy's? Work for Walmart? Your dad owns a whole island nation. Your dad is literally one of the superpowers in this world. Grow up from what? Do y'all understand the way the real world works? I don't understand people. It's this weird sickness where it's time. What grows up? Where's the grow up for struggling? What are you gonna do? Go out and send her to work for one of your friends? Where is this? You could put her to work in one of your companies. You could put her to work in Treats by Trade. You could pay her to mow your lawn. You could pay her to be driver. You could pay her to be security. If it's about her learning about responsibility, you could put her to work and pay her to work. But the fact that you got her on the street and she's applying for jobs in the unemployment office, you're a billionaire. It's not embarrassing to you and your legacy. It's not embarrassing to you and your legacy that your seed, your progeny, your bloodline is out there on the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's not embarrassing to you. When you reach that type of money, it's no longer about the cars, the houses, the trips to Mars. No, it's about your legacy. It's about what you're building. It's about what you're going to leave in this world. When Dr. Dre is dead, what's his legacy going to be? Some dope beats, some earphones, and homeless people? I don't understand. When you reach that level, it's about your legacy. You're literally trying to lead a legacy. Your grandchild could be the next president of the United States, but even if they were the person that served you a Frosty at Wendy's, they still share your blood. If you think you are blessed and highly favored, I don't understand. Sean, I disagree. But when does she go out and make her own money? Because you have a rich family doesn't mean you're owed anything. There's more to Sean, I don't think you truly grasp how much $1 billion is. I don't think you completely grasp how much that is. This isn't rich. This isn't even wealth. This is generational money. This is I can buy a few countries and control their economy money. Because you have her family isn't rich. They are generationally wealthy. They are set up from now into the next 30 generations. You cannot spend $1 billion in 2 generations, even if you waste it. You cannot smoke $1 billion in 2 generations because somebody will OD. It's not real. Who are you you're Dr. Dre, you're a billionaire. Who are you gonna do? Send her to what? The other billionaire's family to go work at Walmart? Why don't you put her to work if you actually care so much? Thank you, Mar. Why don't you put her to work if you care so much? It doesn't make any sense. You are the supply. You are the support. You are having 1 million job applicants and you can't put your daughter on? I don't understand. Listen, it'll never be me and any of my blood or even any of my friends. If I ever become a billionaire, I will put everybody on, because why not? And not even that, he's never had a good relationship with her because of the mother. So for somebody to be saying there's more to the story, why can't the story be exactly what the girl is saying and exactly what Dr. Dre is saying? He doesn't like the mother. He never had a close relationship with her. He's sick of giving her money and he cut her off. But what does it say to somebody with $1 billion where you make $100,000 a minute, basically, in interest, that you're mad about a little bit of money you were giving your daughter? What does that say to you that you have all this money, more money than you even can comprehend, and you're sitting there annoyed that you're helping her and the grandkids? And even if you stop giving her money, why didn't you create trust for the grandkids? What did the grandkids do? I want to hear your theory on that, Sean. Is the grandkids, what, do they need to go out and work? Do they need to learn? Do they need to toughen up? Where's the trust for the grandkids? Who's he looking out for except for himself? I'm serious, because this is what since we want to talk about what rich people do, what wealthy people do. Rich people and wealthy people do not throw their kid. That's what broke people do. I'm telling you. Rich people and wealthy people do not cut their kids off when they're 18. They don't throw their kids out the house. They might talk shit. They might act like they're the black sheep. They might roll their eyes. But rich people and wealthy people, the kids always have a place to live. They always have money. They always have accounts at fancy stores, right? They're not talk shit. They might not be anything, but that's what they do. For people to be like, no, it's time for her to go out and work. You're talking about what she's supposed to do, go depend on her family. Please read a book about, and I'm not saying that you are ill-educated, Sean. I'm saying this to anybody who says this. Read a book about generational wealth. Read a book about the habits of people that have generational wealth. Broke people throw their kids out when they're 18. Broke people look at their kids while they're struggling in their 30s and be like, yo, you need to work. You know why? Because when you are broke, the world doesn't give you shit. Nobody helps you. And even when you're falling on hard times, your family doesn't have shit, so your family can't help you too. So it actually is a term of survival that you do need to toughen up. You do need to know in this world that nobody owes you anything and nobody has your back. So it's literally like, yeah, I'm toughening you up, because in this world, if you don't know this, you're in for a world of hurt. But that reality you cannot take to generational wealth. Generational wealth is like, listen, if nobody has you, I have you. You're not going to be sitting here making our family name look bad. As much as I can't stand you, you might be the Hoover vacuum cleaner when it comes to illicit drugs, but you're not going to be making our family look bad, because it's about our name. It's about our legacies. Broke people are hard on their children and hard on each other because they have to, because at the end of the day, nobody cares, right? But that's not what generational wealth. This is about generational wealth. There should be a trust, or she has substance abuse problems, set up a conservative. Black people, listen, I do believe Black people have a sick relationship with the struggle. But you know what? I just can't even say it's Black people. I think all people that grew up in poverty have a sick relationship with the struggle. Because honestly, when you grow up with nothing and no one's going to help you, you have to have a fuck everything. I have to stand on my own 2 feet to make it. And that's how you actually made it. But you don't actually think, yeah, but it's a different game plan. It's like our civil rights leader holding hands like, yeah, let us sit at the counter. And then there's people from our parents' generation that were fighting to get into Harvard and Yale and this and that. But the new thing with civil rights that a lot of our old civil rights leaders, the Hosea Williams Foundation is on, the thing that they need to catch up with, it's no longer about that. We're not fighting to sit on the bus next to you. We're not fighting to get into Harvard. We're fighting for the dumbass microaggressions that happen to us on every single day. Do you see what I'm saying? We're not fighting about, oh my God, we want to be seen as equal. We're fighting for the fact that, well, wait a second. If you can come into Nobu at 3 PM with some Yeezy sweats and flip-flops and get served, then why can't I come into Nobu at 3 PM and can say, because we're fighting for true equality, right? Anyway, listen. Listen, let me tell you something. CW, Tori started have more babies and more credit card. Listen, CW, but that's the funny thing. Tori Spelling's mom, thank you, Earth Vixen. Oh, I love your Abby. Tori Spelling's mom didn't really cut her off. Her daddy left her an inheritance. She blew through it. Tori's came for some of her mom's inheritance, and quiet as is kept, her mom didn't really cut her off. Her mom was like, no. But every time her debt gets too much, her mom quietly makes it go away. And then she racks up more babies and more credit card debt. That's what's going on. That is what's going on. She can live on her own in her own way without her dad's help. She has to apply at DHS. Look at Britney Spears' ruling her life for 13 years. Yeah. Listen, I know Dre's a complete jerk, but he supported her up until last, even though he's not seen him in 17 years. She has a rental costing $28 a week. You guys, Betty, do y'all know how much money Dr. Dre has? Do you know that he could have 20 kids, that could have 20 kids each, and in 2 generations, even if they were all on drugs, they wouldn't go through $1 billion? I don't think you guys grasp how much money. When people hear $1 billion, I feel like you guys hear 100 million. I think you guys hear 100,000 million. I think you guys might even hear 100 million. I don't think you guys grasp how much $1 billion is. I really honestly don't. Not like, it's astronomical money, and most people's minds, I swear to God, you cannot compute that high. He has more money than God at this point. Are you serious? That's like you listen, you know what Dr. Dre is like? That is like you owning every orchard from California to the Midwest. You own every apple orchard. And you're tripping because you got to give your daughter that hasn't spoken to you in 17 years a bag of apples every week. And you own every apple from California to Chicago. And you're tripping because you got to give her a bag of apples. That's how petty he's being. A bag of apples, and you own every orchard from here, from coast to coast. And you're tripping that you got to give her a bag of outfits every week. And let me tell y'all something. For you to be like, she hasn't talked to him in 17 years, y'all are looking at the Beats version of Dr. Dre. If you actually watch any behind the music about Dr. Dre or actually research into him, Dr. Dre was a sadistic monster. He used to beat down to the white meat. That girl grew up seeing shit. Would you be cool with your daddy that is unrepentant, that beat your mom down to the white meat? And when I say not once, not twice, but on a regular basis, he terrorized her mom and she was witness to it. So honestly, that's telling me that he needs to do some redeeming too. There's a reason she hasn't spoken to him. And honestly, I don't care how old somebody is. It's the parent's child. It's the parent's responsibility to build that. Thank you, Devana. Devana. It's the parent's child to build that with it. But listen, we going down some dark paths. Let's lighten it up. Let's lighten it up. Okay, listen. So, let's lighten this up, right? Okay, let's lighten it up. So look at this. Remember I showed y'all this when Simon had his little buddy videotaping him? Listen, and you know what? How much money is Simon paying this trainer to hype his mind up, being like, yo, you strong, man. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at people go. How am I doing? Look. How am I doing? Right? Now he said, looking for a sparring partner to take the place of this punching bag. Any takers? Haters preferred. Yeah, let's see what people were saying, right? Listen. Somebody said so. People in the comments started dragging Simon. Somebody said, ask Dennis. I'm sure he'd love to get in the ring with you, right? Somebody said, just a little harder and quicker on the punches, Listen, so everybody also, I noticed in Simon's comments that support him are eggs and Abbies. Everybody that's clowning him are real people with real accounts, right? He said, he said, is that Jayne filming you? Somebody said, Simon Portion and got his ass in the gym. Then she said, Chad Black Teller said, you got to get your hands to speed up. People were done the same thing to her mama, Kobe. Yeah, listen. Y'all, listen. Yes, as pride, we do. But people were literally. Somebody said haters will congratulate you later, saying you looking good, Simon. And we have an egg account. Okay, so listen. So, oh my God. Listen. Hey, what's up, Lily? Okay, so listen, let's move on to the next thing. We're going to talk about Kim Bierman, right? Because I know Real Housewives of Potomac is coming on. So, y'all, also, there's 525 people in here. Hit the damn like button. Let's move on to the next thing because we can't get dark talking about Dr. Dre. I don't want to hear it. I am glad I'm not any of your kids. Y'all are going to be crying that I am not your mother or grandmother or auntie, because anybody that shares my blood when I get on, I'm going to make it rain. I make it rain now. I'm not going to be seeing my family sleep in the street. And God damn it, I would be crying if I was honestly your children. Because y'all, I wish somebody had $1 billion. I can't. We're going to have to agree to disagree. Let's just say I'm happy we are not related. Okay, let's move on to, did y'all hear about what Kim KKK Bierman is doing with her, Tardy for the Party got canceled. And you know how Kim was always in Instagram comments, always when people would ask her questions. And you know, when people are like, ask me questions, I was never on Instagram. So I didn't realize that. I just started doing the ask me questions. But I didn't realize when you put the ask me questions that you can pick what questions you answer. I know. You're looking at me like, girl, learn the thing, right? Anyway, so when you do ask me questions, you can pick the questions that I'm just looking for lip gloss. You can pick the questions that people ask you, right? So one of the questions Kim would always pick is, what's going on with Corey's money? How's he have his money? Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, Kim would always go out her way to be like, Corey's made $20 million in his career in NFL, right? Now, not 20 million total, but he's made not 20 million a year, but he's made 20 million total, right? Kim's made Corey's made $20 million in his contract over his whole lifetime. Don't ask him where he has money. We do very well. Blah, 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 blah. And I always used to think like, Kim seems really, really pressed about money, because if y'all asking me where I got my money from, or y'all would say I was broke, I would just giggle in your face and be like, yeah, sure. Anyway, right? It's like you guys called my boyfriend broke. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, right? But I always thought it was funny the way Kim was always so pressed to prove to people that she had money. And I remember thinking that moment, is Kim broke? Because why is she so pressed? Y'all, Kim just started a spiritual Patreon website, some amalgamation of that, where she is literally talking about, you want to go on a life journey of this and that. Now, you know, I'm into tarot, I'm into this and that. But for Kim, it's like, Kim, when did you get into the spiritual aspect? But I was like, you know me, all right, I'll bite. Maybe she is spiritual, and I never paid attention to her because I just thought Kim was racist, so I just didn't pay her any mind, right? But the thing about this whole thing is, which is super, super weird, Kim is giving major white Simon scamming Gabodia vibes, because I'll be honest with you, as a tarot reader, I get a lot of times, people message me. Also, you guys, I do tarot live. I'll be back on tarot live next week. You guys stop by if you want readings, right? But unlike, right? Stop Simon Gabodia and Tisa. Yes, thank you. Stop Simon Gabodia and me. Hit the like button. Put it on them. Make them. Okay. All right. Y'all want to see? This is Simon with his waist trainer switching. And that's another thing. He sits in his waist, which made his hips look bigger. Pit it and they make him when they marry me. Pit it and they make him when they marry me. Pit it and they make him when they marry me. He's out there doing thirst traps to Portia, showing up with Peter. Hey, we out here. We in these streets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We in these streets, right? The fact that Simon is such a clout chaser that he doesn't even realize that being around Peter is not a good look. Peter don't even mess with Portia like that. But also the fact that Peter wasn't even messing with Simon, like, yo, the block is too hot. Get away from me. I don't need people going into my finances. I just climbed out of that hole with Cynthia, right? So he's out there doing that. He's trying on his wedding dress. He's setting thirst traps for Portia, trying to make her jealous, right? And then he's just like, you know, pivot and make it. I'm sorry. Pivot, make it. Pivot. I can't do Simon's voice with that. Pivot and make it when they marry me. Simon is ridiculous. Just anyway, stop Simon Gabodia and me. Hit that like button. Pity and make him when they marry me. Pity and make him when they marry me. So anyway, listen. Pop Simon in the streets. If you don't go home and do a pop, right? Throwing napkins in the air. Hey. Okay, Tattle Tells. He once sold his soul to give a billionaire, so he had to give his money to nobody, excluding grandkids. Listen, Claiborne Hands, maybe he did sell his soul to be a billionaire. I know he beat a lot of women down to the white meat also, so I don't know if he had soul to begin with. Anyway, right? Listen. So I was like, yo, Kim is the white Simon Gabodia. A lot of people, because I do read tarot, they literally always inbox me and they ask me to talk to their dead relatives, try to find missing people, thank you, Betty, try to find missing people, try to find this, try to find that, try to solve murders, all these things. To which I always say, yo, like, one, of course, and I don't mean to make light of anything. It's like, this is very deep, very traumatic, but also, I don't deal with those type of things. I don't like getting into that energy. I don't like going down that road. I like to stay on the land of the living. Truth be told, I'm not psychic or clairvoyant, so I can't do that even if I wanted to. It's like, what happened in this unsolved case? And I'm like, did you check to see if the butler did it or no? No butler. What about the best friend? No. The husband. Oh, they weren't married. The boyfriend. No. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's the way I am. It's like, I am not psychic. I'm not clairvoyant. I couldn't help you with that shit if I wanted to, but it never amazed me. And when I say people have approached me, there have been some really big people that have approached me about this, and they have offered me like really, really, really good money. And I remember thinking, right? Because I have ethics, I have scruples, but there's always that part of my brain where I'm like, was that you say? I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. This isn't something that I am about. I cannot have you thought about calling the detectives again. I'm sorry. And then they're like, I'll pay you beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, what's that you say? What? What? You'll pay me 10,000 plus all my expenses. Travel expenses? Let's just say I have to travel to Greece, Italy, Turkey, and the Bahamas for research purposes. Will that be covered? Ah, it will. It will. Well, no. And so there's a part of me that's just like, 10,000 plus all travel expenses. And then the part of me is like, yo, settle down. If you don't say no, and then I'm just like, yeah, it's very generous, but I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I really can't. I don't even have the capability to do that. I'm not clairvoyant. I'm not psychic. Thank you. Right? I do believe in those people, but I'm just not, right? So I'm like, thank you. Kim is literally conning people. There in the comment section when she announced that she was doing all this stuff, there were people literally commenting, "Oh my god, like my little boy's been lost for 6 years. Do you think you can help me find him?" Kim literally responded back, "Yeah, of course, DM me. We can help you do that." She's literally turning into those people that talk about spirituality, but they just prey on the desperate. They prey on the weak. They prey on the people that are hurting so, so bad. I was really actually disgusted by it. People were asking her crazy questions, and she was acting like one, she gave a shit. Two, she was qualified, and three, she could help them. And I was just like, and I know for a fact when people are desperate, how much money they will offer you, how much real legitimate money they will offer you, just so you can even tell them something that even gives them slight hope. I back away from that shit because I'm like, I don't want that karma at all. It would be so easy, but I was like, I don't want that karma, right? And I look at like Kim and she's just doing this, and I'm just like, yo, and I thought about it because I was like, if Corey made 20 million, right? Kim spends money like it is going out of style. What's more, I think she has a little bit of a gambling habit because she's always, remember when they drove across town so she'd go to Vegas? Kim likes to gamble a lot, right? And Corey only made 20 million. Your house is how much? I guess Tardy for the Party was supporting, because even when you go and see what that spiritual site's for, she has like a link tree that has all the different things she's doing. And at the bottom, there's a GoFundMe for her and Croy to donate to her and Croy. Y'all, yeah, she's doing like, listen, she's doing, what do you call it? Capitalistic spirituality, where she is literally benefiting on the lost, the soulless, people that are desperate. You have your GoFundMe out, which maybe I'll start a GoFundMe. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for a new purse. I'd be like, who wants to donate to Tisa's new Balenciaga? GoFundMe. Watch my boyfriend walk in and be like, if you don't get that shit off the internet, take that shit down. I'm like, what? I wanted a new purse. He'll literally be like, if you don't take that shit down. Listen, yes, she is just like Teddy. She is, yes. Oh, you're welcome, LeBron. Listen, she is just like Teddy with that fake coaching business. Remember when Teddy from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, one of the reasons she had to leave is because Teddy had a coaching thing, and it was for people to lose weight, but basically she was just promoting anorexia. And a lot of experts that talk about people that are recovered anorexics say that anorexia, when they recover, they like to control other people's eating habits. This place only had people living off of 400 calories a day, maybe 600. All these things, texting people, making accountable, giving people eating disorders, and they got a lot of lawsuits from it. You can Google it if you want more information or research. But yeah, so Teddy Mellencamp, she was promoting anorexia, and she had an anorexic thing, right? Corey's money was spent on plastic surgery and fashion, right? It always didn't sit well when Kim cut her parents off for using the inside bathroom and tried to distance Corey from his family. Yeah, right? Oh, wait, who gave me a super chat? Thank you, Miss Levy. Where are you? I missed the super chat. It didn't come up. Oh, here you go. Oh, thank you, Natalia. Thank you. Light is all Natalia. I've been in Spain too long. Natalie, thank you so much. Thank you so much, right? Yeah, listen. I'm telling you. So Croy had so anyway, Kim's doing all this stuff. She's doing like whatever. I do remember, you know the way like all her daughters got the Dubai escort lips and face. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? For anybody that knows anything about Dubai escorts or even like the girls that hang around Dubai, like they're not escorts, but you know, they have the same lips, they have the same nose, and they have the same face. I guess that face shape is super, super popular among the people in Dubai. I thought it was odd that her and her daughters all got that, and she encouraged her daughters. Remember that comment she made about John's Legend? Anyway, I say all this to say, what does Kim have her daughters? I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that, right? I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, hey, Tina. Thank you so much. Yes, Betsy, thank you so much for the super chat, darling. Yeah. Okay. So who do we have left to talk about? Y'all hit the like button. Oh, you guys, we got to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But first of all, Real Housewives of Potomac. You guys, really quick, because I know it's coming on really quick. Who are you guys rooting for? Mia or Wendy? I actually really, really love Wendy this season. I love the fact that she's leaning into turning into a hot girl summer. I really honestly do. What do you guys honestly think about Mia? I'm actually interested because I'm probably going to do a live recap on Tuesday or Wednesday of Real Housewives of Potomac. And maybe I'll do Real Housewives of Potomac and Beverly Hills at the same time because Beverly Hills is getting good. We're going to have to talk about Beverly Hills in a separate video. Who are you guys voting for? Mia is a liar. She is a shameless liar, but she's good for reality TV, right? Because one thing is, Mia lies about a lot, but she doesn't lie about the fact adorable kids. Three adorable kids. She doesn't lie about a lot that has her husband, and she doesn't lie about her lifestyle. They seem to be pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Mia is a key, right? The time, yeah, yes. Listen, I'm down for Wendy, right? I am down for. Oh, thank you, Alexander. Love Robin. Thank you. Yes, I am hoping to get a breakout role one of these days. We'll see. One day you guys will see me on like a soap opera, right? If I spoke Spanish, I'd be on a telenovela like, ¿Por qué? Santos Dios! No! One day you guys are going to see me on a soap opera like, oh, I thought mom had passed away in a tragic accident. But until then, y'all gonna have to keep me on these YouTube streets. Listen. Okay, where we at? Mia? She's messed up. Listen, I like Mia too, but I gotta tell you, I'm actually team Mia and Wendy. I like Mia. Wendy is the hometown fave because she was on last season. I like the way she came in checking Ashley, and I like the way she was actually really, really loyal to Candace. I actually think Wendy's fatal flaw, if you want to call it that, she tried to be neutral with Karen and Giselle. And when she told Robin to back off, it's like, I know she was trying to be neutral, but it's like, oh, Wendy, you put yourself in the middle of some shit. And Giselle did not take kindly to that. I like Mia too, right? I would never be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. No. You listen. I would never be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do you honestly think for a second I would let Portia anywhere close to my man? No. If she literally went crazy for Simon, she would bring her and her two friends to try to pull my man. No. I'm very happy in my setup and my relationship. No, thank you. Listen, I actually feel sorry for Wendy this season when she finds out her hubby. You know what? I wanted to talk about this with Real Housewives of Potomac. Do you know Bravo's doing this weird thing where they're showing clips and then in the show they edit it to act like the clips didn't happen? So remember in the trailer for Real Housewives, right? It showed Ashley and Giselle going to lunch, right? And she has like I don't even think she has the baby. I think she's pregnant, or maybe she just had the baby, but I think she's pregnant. And this is when she said in the trailer that like she heard that Eddie was stepping out on Wendy and all the stuff. but then they re-edited it, and you'll see it in tonight's episode they basically reshot the scene to make it seem like Giselle wasn't the one that said the rumors. And it's like, we already heard her say that. But you know what I think what's going on? I think that now that Giselle is on a second season of Chat Room, I think she's a lot more valuable to Bravo, and they want to, like, if not make her the fan favorite, because that's Karen, they want to make her like at least a likable villain. And I think they're re-editing scenes so she doesn't look as horrible as she used to, right? I think Mia's real age is actually 37. I really do. Mia has surgery, not surgery, but she has injections to give her a strong jawline. But I saw Mia when she was a kid. We all saw those pictures. Mia was a really pretty kid. Mia's naturally pretty. I think it's the injectables, and she has a strong face shape, you know? And she always had, her eyes were always pretty shit like this, right? I think you're better than Wendy Williams on TV. I think people tune into your show and watch you. The difference between you and her is you won't be nasty. Well, Sean, thank you very much, Sean. Yeah, I don't see the need to be mean and nasty. I think you can tease people. You guys know the way I drag Simon in this waist trainer. I think you can tease people, but there's no reason to be nasty to people. Wendy just be tripping sometimes. But Wendy's in her own damn world sometimes, right? I tried to watch the Chat Room. Yeah, I tried. And thank you so much for that compliment, Sean. I tried to watch the all costs like Portia, stupid games. Secure the bag, sis, at all costs like Portia. Super games with super prizes. Yo. Listen, I'm not, everybody that knows me knows I'm not a very calculating person, because like we'll walk in and I'll talk with my friends, right? And I'll be like, yo, war room, situation room, sit down. This is what's happening. A, B, C. Okay, bet. And then we'll hatch a plan where I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not going to say nothing for 2 weeks. I'm just going to write it out and do this. I'm going to do that. And then as soon as I'm in that situation, everything goes. And I'll be like, yeah, so I heard you were talking about me. I'm not good at like playing very strategic games. So I don't even try, because I know that like I live too much in the moment. But I always assume that people that did or were strategic were also very smart. Portia made me realize nobody's very smart. They're just, okay, so let's see what else is going on. Real Housewives in New Appleton. No, but you know what I would like to do? I would like to be the bartender or watch what happens live, or on one of the chat room shows where I'm just like, or like one of the members, so I could ask a question, ask a question like, Portia, who's bigger, Simon or Bolo? But we've all seen Simon's little baby flip-flop feet. We know the answer to that question. Okay. Listen, that's the thing. Giselle is messy, Kimmy. I don't understand why people hate her anyway, because Giselle's messy, but she keeps the plot going. Without her, she keeps the plot going. Real Housewives of Potomac is becoming a lot like Real Housewives of New York. Not New York. Atlanta. The way it used to be, where it was an ensemble show. But I think part of the reason we can't really compare Potomac to Atlanta is Atlanta had 13 seasons and it just lost its magic. Again, I believe it lost its magic, not because of the cast. I believe it lost it because of production, because of marketing, because of focus. And I honestly think NBC is trying to kill Real Housewives of Atlanta. You can't tell me. Like, it's so obvious. Their business, I don't care. But, like, you ain't got a lie to kick. It just tells you trying to kill it. But Real House of Potomac is still in its prime. It's in season 6, season 7. They have at least 4 more seasons until the storylines start getting recycled. The problem was also, and I know it's hard because you don't want to, if it's a good production company, you don't want to lose the magic. But after Carlos King left, the magic kind of got lost. I think they hired this one guy. He was really good friends with Kim Behrman. And that's when they started attacking Kenya, and all these things happened. And the show just went down and it never got back up. But apparently, sorry, I'm scratching my back with the comb. I have an itch in the back of my back. And I use a rat tail comb to get it. Okay. Sorry about that, right? You think it's over for Real Housewives of Potomac or Atlanta? Maybe spinoffs, but I don't think anybody is strong enough for a spinoff. Maybe Kenya. I could see Kenya having a spinoff with another cast, though. Candy, I could see having a spinoff, but again, Candy does ensemble. She's smart. Cynthia, all ensemble, but I don't know. I can't see. I can't see. They exactly. They all have the salaries like corporate jobs. They start phasing out the jobs. I just think the whole thing with Real Housewives of Potomac, it's just like, it is what. Listen, Real Housewives of Atlanta is low rent. But again, they went that direction because they thought they were going to get a younger audience by having like twerking and the Portia shenanigans. It's sad that you thought for a black show, the most successful black show on reality TV, that the way you get a younger black audience is to have twerking and debauchery and sleeping with strippers, the nieces versus the auntie, which quiet as tap. Portia is not a niece. Again, to people that are like 50, 60, maybe Portia's the niece. For people that are 40, maybe you're just like, Portia. But the audience that Bravo wants, 18 to 30, they look at Portia like those old aunties that's drinking Hennessy and acting crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? They look at Portia as like a matriarch. And I don't know, because Portia had big issues with turning 40 and she likes to be the young, sexy, desirable one. I actually don't know if Portia is comfortable moving into the matriarchal role over other young women. I know she's happy to have her own family hustle show where she's still like sexy and alluring and funny and this and that, and she has a family show. But to be an ensemble cast, Portia is going to have to turn into like a matriarchal role, the way NeNe was a matriarchal role. Quiet as kept, the way y'all hate Kenya, the way Kenya can step into a matriarchal role. Kenya is in charge of the girls. NeNe is in charge of the girls. Portia cannot be in charge of the girls, because when you're in charge of the girls, you don't have to be like play these mental games of pulling people over in sympathy or in this or in attacking, right? Thank you, Sean. That goes to show what they think about black folks and how that. I agree. You took the most successful and you thought the younger spinoff was turning it into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, right? Listen. Portia, 40 is not old. Let's stop. Like, I know I clown Simon because he's 60 trying to act like he's 20, but 40 is not old. Portia is still sexy. She's still doing it. But to be 40 on a reality show, you need to step aside and let the matriarchs like get into it, right? Listen, those that can't compete hate Team Giselle. I mean, I feel you. Listen. She is not comfortable aging. Listen, she's not comfortable aging. And a part of being comfortable being the matriarch is knowing that you do not care that there are people that might be younger and hotter and sexier than you. You just know that there's something there, right? Portia, it's too old to be acting like Portia does. Portia puts on a show. Portia puts on an act. I do think that Portia is actually in a pivotal year too, where her whole identity. Remember how she used to clown Portia for Kenya being old? I never understood people. I mean, granted, I'm not in my 20s, obviously. I never understood people, though, even when I was in my 20s. I never understood people that literally like clowned people, the women, for getting older, because I'm like, is that your game plan? Because we're all gonna get old. Portia is at that thing where she clowned Kenya and everybody else for being 40, and now she's 40, and she's kind of she's trying to redefine herself, but she's not ready to grow up at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's another reason why Simon was so attractive to her. No lie. You know that whole thing about you're young to someone. I think that she couldn't compete with these 30-year-olds anymore, trying to get their attention because she was the older woman. She doesn't want that. I think with the 40-year-old men, most single 40-year-old men, unless they and so I think she liked him 60 because it made her feel young. She felt like the young thing in the club, twerking, dropping it like it's hot. But it's like Portia. Simon is chasing after Jessica Harris's in ATL. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Alicia? Yes. Yes. Rita, what do you mean I need a nap? I'm actually about to go watch things because it is 1:58 over here in the morning, and I'm only up because I'm literally if anybody is planning a trip to Turkey, to Greece, or to Sicily, or the southern part of Italy, there's horrendous forest fires that started last week, and they are raging. They're worse than the California fire. Athens is covered in smoke. Tourists are being evacuated. If you are planning a thing, just think again. I'm literally trying to rearrange my whole trip, pick different islands, do different stuff, but all because you know me, I'm like 3 or 4 days one place and I go to another. So all the different itineraries are being moved, and it's so stressful. Do you think Dr. Osofa's motive is for being a Rohala is such a step down? You know what, Coast Coast? Is it a step down from academia? I don't know. I think that Wendy, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she's talented. I think Wendy likes the spotlight. There's nothing wrong. You know, if I didn't like the spotlight, I wouldn't be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong for liking the spotlight, for liking people. Look at me, pay attention to me. I think Wendy did that with academia because that's what she was taught. I think she went on Fox News and all this stuff because it's, you know, look at me for academia. But I actually think she's gotten the confidence now to step out. Academia also, I mean, it's something definitely to aspire to. I'm not putting down academia at all. You know, I spent half my life in school, grad school and whatnot. So I'm not like putting that down. But what I am saying is, yeah, I think that she's conquered academia. I think that she's hit that ceiling in academia. Once you hit that ceiling, you can keep getting accolades, but you've accomplished everything. She's been on TV, she's been on network, she's got tenured as a professor. She's done a lot of shit. And I think after that, she hit the thing. And I think now she wants new challenges. And I do believe what she told her mom was true. I think that like she did everything she could to kind of combine her dreams and her mom's dreams to make her mom proud. And that's how she, like, you know, even got on TV and Fox News because she wanted that light. But now it's her time. Now Wendy just wants to be a rich, fabulous, doing the damn thing with a tight little body and a sexy husband and cute kids and being on the gram and popping off and just being known for being fabulous. And you know what, Wendy? I can't blame her. I cannot blame her. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame her. All right, you guys, it's time to go see Potomac. It is time to go see Potomac. Y'all, I'm going to do a live recap. I'm going to do a recap of Potomac either Tuesday or Wednesday night, and I might combine it with Beverly Hills. I'll send you guys there. But let me know what you guys think of the episode of Potomac because I think things are about to start getting good. And also start watching Beverly Hills because I'm going to start recapping it. Erica is such a goddamn liar. All right? See you guys. Have fun with Potomac. I'll see y'all later. Bye.